What's up, guys? Let's talk about Spider-Noir. And at the end of the video, I'm going to rate the show by telling you if it is unwatchable, watchable, or a must watch. Okay, so the show follows Ben Reilly, a now retired Spider Man and currently a private investigator. He is forced to put the suit back on after he realizes the city is in big danger when the biggest mob boss, Silvermane, recruits a handful of Spider Man villains. The show takes place in 1930s New York, and Amazon Prime gives you an option to watch it in black and white or color. I chose to watch it in black and white, which I think is the ideal viewing experience because it gives the show a unique feel that really sets it apart. Also, the show does a good job in giving you a realistic 1930s feel to it that fits the black and white really well. I think the show starts out a bit slow, but eventually it does pick up. Surprisingly for me, the best performance was Lamorne Morris, who played Robbie. Don't get me wrong, Nicolas Cage, Brandon Gleeson, and Lee Jean Louis were solid, but nothing that stood out in my opinion. Now let's get into the stuff I didn't like, starting with a couple of small things. One being that I found the acting of the smaller supporting roles lacking, except maybe the homeless kid that appears in some episodes. I think he was a nice, funny side character. Another small gripe I had was Nicolas Cage's accent. I feel like sometimes it was off or it wasn't there, and next thing you know, it was. I couldn't help but notice a couple of times when it happened. One big issue I had with the show is that sometimes the logic or the actions of some characters didn't really make sense to me. I don't want to spoil anything, but what I mean by that is that at one point of the show, there was a character that was getting pretty close with Robbie and all the good guys, and they even got him to tell his story. But next thing you know, he was easily convinced to join Silvermane. Also, it's established in the first episode that Ben lost someone very close to him years ago, which is the reason he retired, because he was in love with this person. Throughout the show, he's getting close to Lee Jean Louis' character, Cat Hardy, and the next thing you know, he is willing to move on from his last partner and the traumatic experience, which, by the way, was the reason he stopped being Spider Man in the first place. He falls for her too quickly, and then she supposedly loves him back, but is quick to give him up to try to save her past relationship. The biggest con for me was the actual screen time that Spider Noir had in the show. It seemed it was too far in between, and the time he was in the suit, he spent half or more of it getting beat up, which in the beginning I understood because he was retired and he needs to get used to things. But even in the final episode, he was still struggling, and for being Spider Man, it was a bit lackluster. In the end, I was never truly hooked, and it didn't give me the urge to want to watch it again in color. Even so, I do think this show is watchable, especially for fans of the Spider Verse and Spider Man fans in general. I think it's a solid watch, and most of you will enjoy this unique Spider Man story. But that's it for me, guys. Let me know what you guys thought of Spider Noir. Please like and subscribe. See ya.